Greetings, hello. So I'm holding a pelvis, and today I'd like to share with you a quick bit of information about why it's important that we spend some time building a somatic presence, or in other words, embodying this space. Well, first of all, this is an animal pelvis, so it is oriented to the earth this way. Yeah, this is a four-legged creature walking past me. If this were a human pelvis, it would be this way, like mine is sitting in this chair. And it has a little bit of a bowl-like structure, this one. The human pelvis would have hip crests like this. And so that's the first aspect here to the pelvic floor. It is so important that we spend some of our time coming down into that space, having a deep, slow awareness, because we're holding so much there. Those hip crests are there to hold a lot in. We have the organs of digestion, decomposition, procreation, recreation. All of that is held in this bowl. And it's held through an intricate weave of the basket, the pelvic floor basket, I like to call it. And so the bowl is nestling the basket is nestling these organs, and all of these organs are taking everything that from here and doing something, and then they also send energy up the spine as well. So I think of this as the mind below. This is the mind above, this is the mind below. In ancient times, it would be like considered the waters above and the waters below. If you think of the organs of the intestines and the brain, they're all like kind of the same squishy tubes. So there's a lot going on down here. We spend a lot of time in our minds. We don't spend a lot of time in our pelvis. And there's a lot of ways to do this. I offer a Rewilding Feminine female embodiment class, and you can connect with me if you'd like to get on the list for that. But today I just want to give you another quick reason why embodiment of the somatic presence here is so important. This is also the seat of the soul in many ways. This is the seat of the soul. It is the seat of the womb. And so the womb is about where we came from. It's not about what we can do. It's not about the uterus. It is about blueprints for creation, because it's where we came from. It's our creation lineage. And so in many ways, that's why it is the seat of the soul. It is functionally in form the building block that processes a lot of energy and holds it all together for you all day. And it is also spiritually non-form, an energetic space that is holding so much energy. It's almost a mystery. And so when we begin to drop in to this space through the various embodiment practices that are available, we begin building a relationship with the pelvic floor. Most of us just have a pain-centered relationship with the pelvic floor. We just know when it hurts. We just know when it's misaligned. It also has other non-linguistic, non-linear ways of speaking if we can get these two online with each other. Or if we can get this one so silent and out of the way of itself that it is completely just channeling the wisdom, knowledge, and communication of the pelvic floor. And one of the ways that I'm so excited about offering female embodiment, feminine embodiment, is through a sacred touch. Whether you choose to go the ceremony route or a session route, we take a holistic pelvic floor care approach to feeling the organs from the outside, feeling the organs from the inside, feeling the muscles, and going into some shiatsu points and allowing your body to be in complete relaxation and surrender. So we start with the mind. We do some nervous system regulation, some breathing. This is not a medical model approach. This is a sisterhood, a practitioner of service, an old school kind of lay midwifery approach to pelvic floor care. And it's really so that you can just begin to speak with either the form or non-form aspects of your pelvic floor, whether it's a spiritual practice or whether it's a physical practice of getting to know the source of that pinch. Which side is it really on? Which corner is it in? Or if it's about speaking with your left ovary. And it could also be a nice weave of the two, because a lot of time form and somatic sensation in our form is a voice coming from the formless, coming from the energy, coming from the spiritual feminine embodied in the female body. So we've got this whole landscape, and I'm offering that this wilderness, this dense wilderness of the kind of belly button and below, is some of the most sacred and mysterious, untouched spaces. And I'm offering to come alongside you to serve as a trained practitioner, to go there and begin easefully, joyfully, most gloriously embodying the foundational sacred center of your being. So if you're excited, let's have a connection call. If you want to just learn more about the details, happy to provide. If you want to set up a session and co-design it with me to meet your unique needs, whatever they may be, I'd be happy to chat. So you can direct message me or get in touch with me however you know how to, and I trust that we'll be able to get the somatic presence of your pelvic floor building, marinating, and embodying so that you can walk in vitality and in full coherent connection with the waters above and the waters below.